In this video, I will show you how easy it is to create your new .NetKS knowledge script and debug that script on a remote NetIQ agent. We will start with a single Windows Server 2012 machine on which we have the NetIQ agent and NetIQ AppManager Console installed. This is the machine on which we will be debugging our knowledge script. I have here also installed the Visual Studio 2013 remote tools for remote debugging. We will have to run this application to be able to connect with remote debugging session to that machine. Now we switch back to the Visual Studio. We choose File, New Project. From the New Project menu, we choose .NetKS under Visual C# section, and we create new .NetKS knowledge script. In the new script project, there is the DNKS file created, which defines the specification of the header for our QML, and also the class where .NET logic for our script will be implemented. So here we will add a new line with variable called test. We will store this variable, the word hello. We will also append this value to the message content of the event that we create from this script, value of test variable. And we save the file. Now all we have to do is starting the remote debugging session from our Visual Studio. To achieve this, we have to either click here, Debug on NetIQ Agent button, or choose the Debug menu, .NetKS, Debug on NetIQ Agent. First, we see the NetIQ repository logon window, using which we log into the NetIQ repository where our target machine is monitored. We choose SQL authentication, type credentials, and paste the server name. The repositories are automatically populated. Next, we press Log On. In the next dialog, we can see the list of the machines being monitored within this NetIQ repository. We have to choose the target machine, and then below in the script deployment section, we can choose if we want Visual Studio to automatically compile and check in our script into the NetIQ repository. I leave that option already checked, so I can click Attach and Debug. Now you can see that Visual Studio is building our knowledge script, compiling QML files, and it automatically attaches the NetIQ agent process on our target machine where we will debug our script. Next, the message box appears, informing us that to start our session, we should set the breakpoints and schedule our knowledge script for one-time execution. So I press OK. I set the breakpoint and I go to the NetIQ AppManager Console. In the console, I can see that my script is present there because it was automatically checked in by Visual Studio into that repository. Now I just have to drag and drop this script to the target machine. I choose Run once and I enter random input value from NetIQ. I click OK. We can see that our job has been queued for the execution. And as soon as our script starts to run, our breakpoint is reached. In this way, Visual Studio intercepted the process on NetIQ Agent. Here we can go line by line with debugging. We can modify the variable value to hello from debugger. We can also check the input parameters stored in Parameters field, where we can find the value provided as input from NetIQ Console during the execution of the script. Now we click Continue. We can see that our script continues the execution. After several seconds, Console is refreshed and shall display our event trigger from .NET Knowledge Script. Now we can see that it stopped, and we can see the event. Event raised from .NET. We double-click on this event, and in the Message tab, we can see the value of test variable is set to hello from debugger. Thanks to his example, you can see how easy it is to create new NetIQ .NET Knowledge Script. deploy automatically to the NetIQ repository, and perform remote line-by-line debugging on the target NetIQ agent. Thank you very much.